Yep, it's gotten worse. What a view. That looks fantastic. Hey everybody, good afternoon. I hope you are doing well today. I had a little maintenance day and just got my oil changed and all that kind of stuff. And while I was doing that, I remembered, like, I never did come back on and give you any, thoughts on these Michelin tires now that I've really, got some use out of them. I am at about a little over 3,000 miles on these tires this year. And out of those 3,000 miles, I would say a solid 1,000 miles have been in the rain. I stopped the tire review because I got excited and wanted to go fishing. I had to stop fishing because I noticed I could hear thunder and the rain was moving in. Well, the storm was ahead of me, and this was kind of fitting how I said how much I've ridden on wet roads. Here we are on wet roads and about to be riding in the rain to get home, but very little gravel or off pavement. 95% of this riding, of those miles, have been on pavement, which is pretty much why I bought them, because I didn't think I'd be doing much off road this year, which is why I went away from the Dunlops. Anyway, that being said, I have noticed zero difference between the performance of these tires when the roads are dry or when they're wet. They are just as good on the wet roads as they are on the dry roads. I really, like, all right, let me just start by this. I wanted to give a really solid, like, honest review, pros and cons of these tires for anyone who's out there, researching them and deciding whether or not to buy them. And I'm struggling to find a con. These tires have performed excellent. They are so easy to lean into and, lean over in a corner. There's absolutely no resistance to them whatsoever. They handle great. They're super grippy. They're exactly what I wanted. I'll show you the tires here in a second, because I suppose that I'm nitpicking here for negatives. Do I think they're gonna last? I don't think they're gonna last anywhere near the mileage of the Dunlops. I really don't. But it is what it is. And these stupid little molding nubs. So 3,000 miles and they're still on the tire. Now, I'm not a super aggressive rider. I'm not leaning into corners for miles on end. Almost all my riding this year so far has been highway, where a good portion of it has been highway, commuting to work and stuff. I just looked down and realized I forgot to reset my maintenance schedule when I changed my oil this morning. That irritates me. Anyway, most of my riding has been highway or roads like this, except for when I go out for some fun, like on that little back road there, which I'm not even really sure where I am, to be honest with you. So I kind of lost my train of thought there. Yeah, they've been fantastic. Oh yeah, the nubs on the... Oh, I know where I am. The nubs on those tires. 3,000 miles and just driving what I would consider, or riding what I would consider to be average daily riding, and there's still a ton of these nubs on there. And I'm almost positive I mentioned them in my my initial video on these, which I think was like 500-ish miles. So like I said, here we are over 3,000, and I got nothing bad to say about them at all. And I am distracted now because I just remembered where that road goes, and I want to go check that out. I haven't been up in this area in, man, I don't know, 10, 15 years. So, back at the subject at hand. If you're on the fence on whether or not you should buy these tires, first of all, I want you to consider the type of riding that you're going to do, obviously. And if you're doing mostly on the pavement with some, you know, gravel and dirt roads here and there, I really don't think you can go wrong. So I have three sets of tires that I can compare on this bike. I've got the tires that came with, the stock tires, the Michelin Anakee, I believe they're called. 8,000 miles on those tires. And, you know, I had low expectations, whatever. They were fine. Actually, they were a little above fine. I thought they were quite good. Then I went to the Dunlop Trail Max Missions, which really my only complaint about them were the noise level. Yeah, this is where I want to go. And then I went to these because I wanted less aggressive, more on-road focus, but, you know, occasionally, you know, like this, I don't remember if this road is paved, I just remember what's at the end of it. So I wanted something, so I went with these. To date, these are probably my favorite tire out of the three. So those are the tires I'm comparing it to, and I really don't think you can go wrong with these. If you have any specific questions, feel free to drop a comment. I'd be happy to answer them for you. But again, if you're considering, you know, buying these and they're going to fit the type of riding that you do, I really don't think you can go wrong with them. So that's going to do it for me today. Well, for this video, because I may make another one. Let's see. Do I go down here? No. Have a great day. We'll see you guys soon. Thanks.